As fate would have it, most businesses are owned by people. And while your business may be an all-consuming part of your life, us people were meant to work to live instead of living to work. Now, if you feel like the only thing that you do in life is work, at some point, you'll be unhappy with what you have achieved in life. Hi, my name is Jeff Schuster with Mechanics and Mindset Business Coaching. I cover a variety of topics that benefit small business owners and entrepreneurs. And if this is you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel below. There are 8 critical mechanical components of business, and there are 7 levels of core energy. I'm creating a series of videos called Business Mechanics and Mindset. And you can read a lot more about these topics in detail in my book entitled Business Mechanics and Mindset: How Your Thoughts Create or Sabotage Your Business Success. This is the final video in this series of 8 videos, and it's entitled Core Energy You, or Core Energy Business Owner, meaning you. Before I go too far, I've created another video that you may want to watch before you watch this one, and it's entitled What is Core Energy? It explains the 7 levels of core energy in detail that are mentioned through this entire video series. And I've left links to my book and the What is Core Energy video in the description below. Now, once upon a time, I hired a business consultant to help me with my business. Well-meaning as this individual was, he simply gave me more tasks to do when I was near burnout as it was. While I wanted my business to be successful, I also wanted to spend more time with my kids. I wanted to take vacations with my family. I wanted to live a rich and full life. One of my favorite movies is It's a Wonderful Life. Now, in this movie, an ambitious man, George Bailey, feels like his life has been wasted because he didn't get to travel the world. He didn't get to build skyscrapers as he wanted. And he was facing jail if he couldn't come up with $8,000 that his uncle had lost earlier on Christmas Eve. He was so sad that he decided to end his life by jumping off a bridge. And to make a very long story short, George discovers that his life touched so many other lives that mattered in profound ways, hence the name, It's a Wonderful Life. Now, what was it that helped George move from attempting to end his life to jumping for joy as he had a wonderful life? There are 8 key ingredients that researchers have found are vital to living a full life. The first of these is personal growth. I mean, what's on your bucket list? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to learn a new language? Do you want to play a musical instrument? Become a better leader? Get a college degree? Become a renowned public speaker? Investing in your growth is something all of us humans need, regardless of whether you're 5 years old or 95 years old. The second ingredient is spiritual awareness. For some, this can mean religion. But what I mean by spiritual awareness is an assignment of a value to non-material things. A sense that your life is about more than what you can see, hear, taste, and touch. This reaching beyond the physical tends to result in high moral standards and genuine empathy for others in life. Now, the third ingredient is fun and enjoyment. Now, remember when you were a kid and you had no bills to pay or life-sucking job? You had fun, right? I mean, just because you're older doesn't mean you should give up on fun. Go fishing, play golf, do a craft, go shopping, or whatever fun means to you. This really is the spice of life. The fourth ingredient is relationships. And by relationships, I actually mean both intimate relationships and friendships. A relationship is comprised of someone who understands and empathizes with you. Likewise, you understand and empathize with them. Now, while fun and enjoyment may be the spice of life, relationships are the embodiment of life. The fifth ingredient is health and aging. What are you doing to be in a place that you can enjoy all that life has to offer? Do you want to go hiking but run out of breath in the first mile? Do you want to be a great grandparent but won't make it past 50 years old because of your poor diet and exercise? Do all that you can to ensure that you have a long and full life. The sixth ingredient is personal finance. I mean, let's face it, many things in life require money. And if you haven't earned enough income that supports the lifestyle that you want, you will either get into crippling debt or settle for second best. Money's not always about buying things for yourself, by the way. It's often about giving to charities or helping others in some way. And if you don't have your financial act together, you won't accomplish any of this. The seventh ingredient is career or business. Now, if you're a business owner, your business is certainly important and needs to be successful. This is a big part of who you are and what you accomplish for yourself, your employees, and your customers. If you're working stiff, you still have career aspirations that are important to you. The eighth ingredient is family and parenting. I mean, you didn't arrive to this earth on your own. You have parents. You may also have children, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, and all sorts of people who are related to you. It's important that you invest in your family unless you want to live a life full of regret. The way that us life coaches evaluate all 8 of these ingredients of life is with an exercise called the life wheel. Now, you can determine which area of your life that you're doing well and which areas of your life need your immediate attention. So you may ask, why does work-life balance matter in my business? Well, I'm glad you asked. I mean, think about George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life. He was so focused on Bailey Brothers building a loan, and then also how he sacrificed his personal ambitions, that he was blind to all the good that he had done with the rest of his life. Many business owners that I coach also have this focus on their business. They think that if they just make enough money or gain enough customers or sell their business someday, life will be great. Unfortunately, on the way to making their fortune, they wreck their life so thoroughly, they're left with nothing when business success happens for them. I mean, think about the other character in It's a Wonderful Life. That's Mr. Potter. He was quite successful in his banking business, but had nothing to show for most of the other spokes or ingredients of his life wheel. Now, if you want to be successful in your business and your money must serve you, not the other way around. What about core energy? Now, as I promised, this is not a video about work-life balance, but rather a video about how core energy plays a role in a healthy focus on your life as a business owner. So let's climb the ladder from level 1 to level 5 to see how you can balance your life and work better. First of all, there's level 1, victim, with a core thought of, I lose. Now, a business owner may show up as a victim at home and not be a victim at work. And here's what that looks like. I can tell my employees to do anything. They either do it or I fire them. And if I like what they do, I can give them a promotion. I'm all powerful at work, but when I come home, I sit and veg in front of the TV. Why? Because I'm an equal with my spouse, and I haven't really developed the skills to be a partner instead of a boss. And when I tell my kids what to do, they talk back and rebel. And that's not the worst of it. I'm working myself to death, and I get no appreciation for providing for this family. They spend my money, and all I have is my work. It's easier just to watch TV and check out until I go to work tomorrow. Now let's move on up to level 2, conflict, with the core thought of I win, you lose. Now at this level, a business owner sees his home life as attempting to win conflicts. If he wants his wife to stay at home and take care of the kids, and his wife wants to do her own career, there will be a fight. If he wants steak and his kids want macaroni and cheese, there'll be a fight. If he wants to watch Big Bang Theory and his wife wants to watch The Bachelor, there'll be a fight. Much like the victim mindset, the conflict mindset is a result of a boss that gets his way at work but is suddenly challenged at home. But instead of backing down as a victim, the conflict mindset wants to win the fight and subordinate others. So let's move on up to level 3, acceptance, with a core thought of I win. Now at the acceptance level, you're trying to cope with adversity at home. You may desire something at home, but sidestep direct conflict. So let's say that you want steak, but your spouse has prepared macaroni and cheese because that's what the kids want. And you decide to either order out or cook your own steak to get what you want without insisting that others cooperate. While these coping efforts seem like personal victories, they often result in division at home or with friends. Now let's move on up to level 4, compassion, with the core thought of you win. Now you've heard the phrase, happy wife, happy life. Compassion mindset business owners live this mantra, and if you have a stay-at-home husband, the phrase can be adapted. Now the compassion mindset business owner will try to serve his or her family. They do believe that their work effort is fully in support of their family and friends. Now, unfortunately, this one-sided action often backfires. Kids that get every toy, every phone, and car that they want is not really a recipe for happiness or contentment. And spouses who are lavished with gifts and attention don't always reciprocate. So compassion mindset business owners can find that no matter how much they give and serve, it's never enough. If, on the other hand, friends, family, and children reciprocate their service, the compassion mindset can work quite well to create a very balanced life. So let's move on up to level 5, opportunity, with a core thought of win-win. Now, at level 5, business owners look for opportunities to combine multiple facets of their life. For instance, they may invite their spouse along to an extended business trip. They will invite their children to their work so that they can gain the skills while they also better understand what their parent does outside of the house. When conflict arises at home, opportunists see it as a growth experience. They can become more understanding of others, while others become more understanding of their desires. When handled with tact and empathy, these conflicts create bonds instead of division. So back to It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, what was it that helped George move from attempting to end his life to jumping for joy that he had a wonderful life? It was a shift from victim mindset all the way up to level 7. And level 7 is total awareness. George was actually glad to go to jail by the end of the show because all of the good that his life meant for his hometown and his family and his friends and everybody else. So he came to this state of awareness with the help of his guardian angel, Clarence. Now, nothing had changed in George's life except for his mindset. And the same thing can happen to you. So if you'd like to elevate your home life to level 5 or above, like George Bailey did, you must be intentional. So it's easy to expend all of your energy at work so that the people at home get the worst version of you. And there are many tactics, though, that you can use to elevate your energy level at work so that you come home with plenty of energy to spare for the people who mean the most in your life. I hope you learned a few things about creating a work-life balance. This is so important to putting your business in its proper place in your life. I also hope you enjoyed this entire series of 8 videos about how core energy intersects with the 8 critical facets of your business. Once again, my name is Jeff Schuster with Mechanics and Mindset Business Coaching. If you'd like to learn more about how I coach my business owner clients, please visit my website at www.mmbizcoach.com. And I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel below. Until we meet again, I pray that God blesses you and your business.